There's moose in the daylight. You guys said you wanted to see old moose in the daylight. Well, here she is. I'm about to put some of the center caps on it real quick if it's not too cold to do so. It's freezing today. Absolutely freezing. Isn't that a gorgeous truck? Gorgeous truck. So the center caps won't fit on the Ford because the aftermarket lug nuts, they're not the same as the OE ones, so they won't go on. I've already tried, so I'm gonna have to switch the truck back to a set of OE ones in order to get the center caps to stay. So back to the two-piece design instead of the one-piece design that I have on it now. Not looking forward to that. I showed you guys earlier that, you know how bad that trim was faded on my 2015 F150 I just bought, and I picked up some of the CMX ceramic trim stuff, and it says you can stack it, you can run it in layers, but I did like 5 coats in a matter of a few hours just to see how much of a difference it was actually going to make, and I could see barely any change at all right from the get-go, and I don't have a lot of patience. So guess what I did? I grabbed some of this Marvel Mystery Oil I showed you in that short video, and I took it and I put it in here on like a microfiber cloth, and I started treating that dried up plastic, and with one coat it almost completely rejuvenated it. You could see as you were setting it there, it was like soaking down into the plastic. And I came back with a second coat, and the second coat was really all it needed from how severe it was. I just got done washing it, and then I just sprayed some basic exterior freaking diluted paint, just regular paint stuff on it. I tried to keep everything away from the plastic. It didn't wash none of it off. It's still like it was, just like it was brand new. It didn't wash any of it off. If anything, you might have to go back and do like one more coat or something like that. But that Marvel Mystery Oil, even though it's for oil and fuel, it did all this. Made the plastic look all original again. It was nothing. I left one section off in particular so I could show you guys. See how nice it is. It's not all doled out anymore, all the trim all the way around. And that's using Marvel Mystery Oil, engine additive or oil additive and fuel additive. It's the car wash didn't wash it off or anything. I left one spot in particular to show you guys. This still needs to be done. See how faded and nasty this is. So I'm gonna do this coming up on one of the live streams. We're gonna live stream it so you guys can see me doing it. And that's Marvel Mystery Oil. Yeah. So you guys wanted to see it cleaned up. Just basic, quick car wash, whatever. Quick 15-minute wipe down. Didn't try to polish anything too crazy or anything. This is what it looks like. Just 15 minutes in the car wash, out, dry it off. While I'm drying it off, I got another one spraying some basic exterior wax. Right there. And these rims, I know some people said they don't like them, they're ugly, whatever. They're 2009 to 2014 rims I got for 125 bucks. No, yeah. 135 bucks off marketplace. I gave the dude 140 and said keep the change, obviously. I just wanted to throw some winter tires on them. I got the regular tires in the bed of the truck. So, anyway, that's what it looks like all cleaned up. And Marvel Mystery Oil on the plastic to rejuvenate everything, surprisingly. Marvel Mystery Oil. And as you guys know, I just got done doing the level kit, the wheel liners, the other XLT cluster I installed and programmed, the nicer one with the 4.2-inch screen. I lowered all the tire pressures using ForeScan down to 35 PSI this morning so it stops triggering the light, because the guy that had this truck had them all programmed at 55 PSI. I don't want to run that on the road all the time. These trucks are standard about 35 PSI. And then I changed the circumference of the tire. These are equivalent to 33s, 285/70 17s. I had to change the circumference of the tire. It said it was like 2612 millimeters is what ForeScan had programmed into the body control module, because that's what the tire calculator said. It actually wasn't. I went back out today because I was 3 miles an hour faster, and I reprogrammed back in. I split it because remember we were at 23 something and I moved it to 2612. I said, you know what, I'm going to split it right down the middle and just put it at 2450 and let's see what happens. And I was right on the money at 2450, 2,450 millimeters, and the speedometer's dead on. Yeah, so this is the truck. I mean, and then some other things I did since I got it over the last few. Well, there's the old cluster, the old itty bitty tiny screen one. We put the four K9 seat covers on it. The really heavy duty, like Carhartt style material. WeatherTech floor liners in the back. I installed a new power bank setup. I pulled this tray assembly off back here and cut that tab and stuff out and installed and spliced in. I need to figure out what's going on with this part right here. I bet you I broke that when I was being aggressive with it. Put it back in. I'm gonna have to fasten this back in. Anyhow, installed that extra USB power bank. And then I tapped it into this one, so this one could be used as well, this regular cigarette lighter one. And then, what did we do? WeatherTech in the front as well. That's helped out a lot because the girls like to put their feet all over the place and drop stuff all over the place. Last night we did the level kit and put 2 new IWEs in the front while we were there. I redid the alignment again today because it wasn't right. I put a new Motorcraft, the more expensive wiper blades on there, the nicer ones instead of the cheaper ones. And then I did the rear diff fluid, I did the front diff fluid, the transmission filter, pan gasket, the transmission fluid, the engine oil, put some MOA in it, did a throttle body cleaning, induction service, cabin air filter, just did the brake fluid on it. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't change the transfer case oil because when I checked it, it was like brand new cherry red out of the bottle. So I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna mess with that. Other than that, I didn't really do anything else. I talked about the cluster upgrade. Show you what for those of you that didn't see, I went from one cluster, itty bitty tiny screen, to this bigger one right here. Now it had the mic key set up. I had to actually program and cut a second key for it and blow the mic key out of it because I didn't have the administration key. The truck came with a brake controller, class 3 hitch. The dealer, when I got it a couple weeks ago, they put a new center console top in it. They put a new passenger side mirror in. They gave me a new set of tires and stuff. Mind you guys, I work for the dealer. I'm a master tech here. They gave me a new set of Bridgestone tires with it, cheaper set of Bridgestones, of course. And then I ordered a set of winter tires to go along with the truck. The truck it's got a clean bill of health. There ain't very much wrong with this truck at all. I mean, there was really nothing wrong with it. I just went through and did preventative maintenance stuff, and then I wanted to level the truck out a little bit more and kind of make it a little bit more aggressive looking. And this is kind of where we're at right now. Is it changed quite a bit from when you guys first seen it as just some basic XLT with really nothing going for itself other than just an old reliable truck, 6.5 foot, more of a rare bed setup with a crew cab and this caribou color. And we named her last night. Her name is Moose. So this is Moose. Welcome to the family, Moose. Now I no longer have to do anything else to this truck. Everything's done and set. I think the only thing I'll have to do is just keep it up now. She don't need anything else. A lot of people have asked me, am I going to do exhaust or anything to it? My old lady's going to be driving this truck. I want them in something safe. So the answer to that question is no, I'm not going to touch the exhaust. I'm going to leave everything alone the way it is because she don't like real loud vehicles. And I have to respect that, even though I would like to put some MBRP or something on here, some long tube header, shorty header, something. Get a nice, you know, radical tune or something like, or as radical as you can get with a stock truck. I even wanted to put a stage 2 or stage 3 Roush blower kit on it, but she ain't gonna want all that. She ain't gonna want a 750 horse truck running around
And it's got the 6-speed transmission with the aluminum body, so it's just a really nice, really reliable truck. That's where we're at, guys. That's where we've come over the last 3 weeks. We've done a lot. I could honestly say out of my own pocket, me doing the work and stuff, because I'm a tech here and I do all this stuff for a living, it cost me probably right at about $2,500, $2,800 ballpark for all the extra fluids and tires and rims and little add-on stuff, and buying little cheap upgrades from the subscribers here on the channel that have sold me things to add to the truck. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys, this is where we're at. Thank you, guys. If you have any ideas on what needs to be done next, let me know. Take care. Be blessed.